Good evening. Thank you. Welcome, Sabercat Nation, to the 17th Castleview High School commencement ceremony. My name is Gina Templeton, and I'm your proud principal. Will you please stand with me as we begin the ceremony with the singing of the national anthem performed by the incomparable Miss Emma King.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Emma. That was stunning. Thank you. At this time, I'm pleased to invite Student Body President Jenner Davis. Let's go. And Vice President Caroline Ashworth for the introduction of our dignitaries.
Good evening, Sabercats. What a beautiful day to celebrate graduation. On behalf of the class of 2025, we would like to thank our families, friends, and staff for everything you've done for us.
We have the honor of introducing our distinguished guests joining us on stage this evening. When introduced, we ask that you please stand and be recognized. From the Board of Education, Timothy Moore, Director. Becky Myers, Director/Secretary. Christy Williams, Director/President. And now from the senior leadership team of the Douglas County School District, Aaron Kane, Superintendent. Brian Condon, from Chief Human Resources Officer. Aaron McDonald, the Executive Director of Schools for the Castle Rock region. And our one and only Dr. Rex Kaur, Director of the Legacy Campus and former CVHS Principal.
Next, Castleview High School honored faculty, Dr. Gina Templeton, Principal. Jeb Braco, Assistant Principal. Lindsay Litherland, Assistant Principal/Activities Director. Amanda Mawson, Assistant Principal. Zach Ross, Dean of Students. Grace Shea, Dean of Students. Frank Martin, Faculty Speaker. Andrea Kovach, Counselor. Emma Ranchek, Counselor.
And now I'm pleased to introduce a very important group of guests on the stage, our feeder school principals. Seniors who attended these schools, please stand and continue standing and help to welcome the principal from your school. Michelle Howard, Clear Sky Elementary. Jen Oldham, Larkspur Elementary. Amy Warchuk, Meadowview Elementary. Jeff Johnson, Sedalia Elementary. Stacy Robertson, Soaring Hawk Elementary. John Veit, Castle Rock Middle School. Just so that we don't leave a group of students out, would all students who did not attend one of our elementary or middle schools we just mentioned please stand?
Finally, our student speakers for the class of 2025. David Craig, Biotechnology and Health Sciences Academy. Sierra Baker, Leadership, Global Studies, and Communications Academy. Raneem Sayam, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Academy. Madison Young, Visual and Performing Arts Academy. Would you please join us in thanking our honored guests for their support of the class of 2025?
Come with me. Thank you both, Jenner and Caroline, for welcoming our guests and for being such fantastic leaders of our school this year. You can go join your class. At this time, I'm honored to recognize Castleview faculty members who are retiring this year. Retirees, when I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Chad Bryan. Mr. Bryan is a teacher who shaped the minds of students at Castleview for 17 years. He has been an essential part of the SaberCat family, bringing passion, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to the classroom. And while his title may be business teacher and FBLA advisor, his lessons went far beyond marketing plans and spreadsheets. Thank you for your 25 years of service to public education, your 17 years of dedication to Castleview High School, and a lifetime of impact. Craig Mayhood. Mr. Mayhood, Castleview's karaoke king, fashion icon, and resident philosopher, has decided to focus on his golf game after 22 years teaching students, the last 16 of which were at Castleview. Mr. Mayhood has pushed his students to think deeply about how their minds and society works. He spent many meetings and conversations challenging his colleagues to add depth to their teaching and to look for and discuss the universal truths in the world instead of just always relying on arguments and essays. We will miss his voice in the building very much. Sally Collins. Ms. Collins is retiring after 38 years of teaching. For the last 19 years, she has been at Castleview High School creating a constructivist classroom where students can be curious and thoughtful. Sally expects students to make sense of mathematics as well as use it to make sense of the world around them. Her expertise in pedagogy and assessment has inspired her colleagues and made all of us better. In her retirement, Sally is looking forward to staying to the end of Bronco games and not rushing home to finish her lesson plans. Congratulations, Sally. And last but not least, Officer Buttercup. During her 4 years working at Castleview, Buttercup has logged well over 100,000 student interactions. She helped our community through some really tough days and provided comfort during our grief. Her influence has been felt at every corner of our campus and extends well beyond it. She will be greatly missed. But she has left us with another gift in her trainee, police therapy dog, Leia. We want to congratulate Buttercup on her retirement and look forward to still seeing her around part-time next year. Congratulations, Buttercup. Chad, Craig, Sally, and Buttercup, congratulations on your extraordinary careers. We will miss you and hope you enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Now I would like to take a moment to recognize those who've served our country. After all, we can gather here to celebrate the class of 2025 because we live in a country based on the foundational principle of liberty. Let us recognize the brave men and women who have risked their lives defending that principle. Would those who currently serve or are veterans of the United States military please stand and be recognized? The Castleview High School class of 2025 proudly boasts 19 students who have committed to military service next year. Would those seniors who will enter the military after graduation please stand? These seniors wear red, white, and blue cords to signify their commitment to serve our country. Thank you for your willingness to carry the torch for those who came before you. Class of 25, this evening is a monumental milestone designed to honor you and your tremendous achievements. It also honors the people who have been there for you. Seniors, please stand, turn, stand, turn. And thank your families, friends, and staff members who have supported you along the way. All right, 25, have a seat. Each time I've drafted commencement remarks, I've started with this question: what would I want my son's principal to say to him on his graduation day? This year, I was momentarily paralyzed by the very strange, very metacognitive experience of both being my son's principal and hoping that my son's principal says something very inspiring to him this evening. And so I hope you'll indulge me a very personal speech in a very personal moment. And if what you take from it is that you should make the most of every opportunity to tell the people you love how much they mean to you, I like that lesson very much. My grandparents, my son's great-grandparents, were people of faith and butter. They believed in something bigger than themselves, and that belief led them to live remarkably gentle lives in which they lent their time, intention, and service to others. They were quiet and kind and deeply generous. They also believed in butter. My grandfather would cover every square inch of a piece of toast with 6 to 8 full pats, that's tablespoons, of butter. When he was finished buttering his toast, there was less than half a stick remaining. My grandmother, on the other hand, preferred the spreadable kind from a tub because for her, it was easier to manage. That meant every table at which I ever sat with my grandparents had multiple butter options so that every diner could choose the butter that was right for them. This genuine obsession with butter taught me 2 things. First, I grew up in an era when butter was in the news quite a lot. It sounded something like this: blah, blah, butter, blah, blah, cholesterol, blah, blah, heart disease. And to be clear, I would never encourage you to ignore sound medical advice from your doctor. But my grandparents both lived to the age of 98. And they ate more butter than any people I've ever met. This irony leads me to know that sometimes the noise you hear in this world is just that, noise. And second, if there's something in your life as delicious as butter, you should put enough on your bread to taste it in every bite. My mother, my son's grandmother, is a woman of grace and class. She chose as her life's work to be a psychiatric nurse practitioner, which is a big word sandwich with the word nurse in the middle that means she's a therapist. Watching her work taught me what it looks like to actually meet people where they are, to genuinely listen to them, not to formulate your next response, but to understand, see, and know them. She has the stillness of authentic grace. A stillness that refuses to engage in gossip or meanness, a stillness that holds other people's grief in the same space as their hopes, a stillness that makes her, quite frankly, the scariest person on planet Earth. My father, I just heard his laugh, by the way. There it is again. My father, my son's grandfather, is a man of courage and conviction. He has a big booming voice and an even bigger booming laugh. His presence is felt in every room he enters. He forgets just about everyone's name, including mine, but he will consistently call you whatever he thinks your name should be, with such courage and such conviction that you think his wrong name for you is right. What inspires me most about this giant in my life is that he chose to use his easy, self-effacing, larger-than-life charm, not in pursuit of wealth or power, but instead in saving the lives of kids who society tried to toss aside. My father taught me that a life well lived is spent making a difference, mending one broken heart at a time. Class of 2025, my hope for you is that you take the threads of your great-grandparents' faith and butter. Your grandmother's class and grace, your grandfather's courage and conviction, and weave them into a tapestry that is uniquely, beautifully, exquisitely you. That you entwine your experiences, your values, your beliefs, your singular gifts, together with those of the people who've spent their days fighting for your success and their nights dreaming about your dreams, to become bravely and brazenly who you are. That you fortify the bonds between those threads with their love and make yourself impervious to the influences that tell you what to want and the technologies that help you pretend you think things you don't think and know things you don't know. Call me idealistic, but I believe each of you was put on this earth to do things only you can do, dream things only you can dream, solve problems only you can solve, and love people only you can love. And so, I wouldn't feel good about myself if I also didn't say this. There is a multi-trillion-dollar economy that monetizes your attention. The stewards of that economy know that your attention is precious, so valuable that they bring their unmatched resources and sophisticated algorithms to bear on stealing and selling it to the highest bidder. Perhaps that's why we still use the verb pay with the noun attention. And because they, and your teachers frankly, know that sustaining your attention on something genuinely important for any amount of time is really hard, they do what's cheap, fast, and easy. They create an infinite scroll of one salacious distraction to another to keep capturing your attention over and over again until you waste away your minutes, your hours, your afternoons, and your lives. I want you to think about what you paid attention to today. On this absolutely beautiful Colorado spring day, the day of your commencement, a word that suggests a beginning, not an end. Because at the end of the day, what you pay attention to is what matters to you. What you pay attention to is who you are. In other words, the answer to the question, what did you pay attention to, is also an answer to these questions. What are you about? What do you value? Who are you? If your answer to those questions make you proud, if it honors the lives and the lessons of the people who love you, keep going. If not, choose differently. Choose better. 25. My favorite SaberCats. I love you as deep as the ocean and as big as the sky. So much that I've intermittently burst into tears multiple times this year at the thought of saying goodbye to you. You are hilarious and kind and tenacious and smart and sarcastic and rebellious and talented and so darn special that I'm not finding the right adjectives to finish this sentence. I know in my bones that if you remain the you are, you will keep making this world better. Part of the SaberCat tradition is for the senior class to select a faculty member to help them celebrate on their graduation day. Class of 2025, please join me in welcoming Mr., and to many of you, Coach, Frank Martin.
What up, Red Rocks? I feel like that's what Sting feels like. Okay, I gotta get comfortable here. Sorry. Yeah. And I'll try to hide my water. All right, I always start my class lectures by telling the kids about how long they have to pay attention. I practice. This should go only about 8 minutes. Okay, first off, I want to start by saying thank you to Dr. Templeton. Castleview is an awesome place to work because of you. Okay, thank you. Also want to thank the Castleview staff, everybody up here, everybody out there, for all the love and support for these last 3 years. I want to thank Superintendent Kane and the Douglas County School District for just allowing me to have this job, my dream job. And of course, I want to thank the graduating class of 2025. Now, I know a lot of you don't know who I am, so let me introduce myself properly. I am a football coach and a teacher. So adjacent to teaching, I literally just stand in the hallways and yell at people to run faster. I want to start by being honest. I'm only up here because I beat out Ryan Morkin for this gig. Let's give it up for Mr. Morkin. Now, despite us sharing the same rugged good looks and nearly identical physique, I somehow squeezed out a few more votes. I think it's this little like chin beard I got going on or your pity. I'll take it. If Mr. Morkin were up here, he would have told you this. Thank you for all the fun memories. He'd say you're a special group and that he's proud to have known you. And he'd tell you this is a great starting point for you, and for years to come, he will brag about this class. Beautiful, poetic stuff. But enough about him, I won. I've got the mic. Which begs the question, what were you guys thinking? I mean, like, I don't get it. You guys chose me over, well, pretty much everybody else here. Picking me for your graduation speaker is sort of like the Broncos hitching their wagons to Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson. Hype was real, the results painfully mixed. I just want to be very clear with you guys. I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life. Like 10 years ago, I quit my lucrative, like booming job in television production to become a high school football coach. I chose to willingly work in a place with teenagers. And I'm a lifelong New Orleans Saints fan. That's a psychological disorder in its own. And yet you still chose me to give this speech. Here are some other highlights from my bad decision-making Hall of Fame. Second grade, I jumped out the window and ran away from school. I was chased down by my PE teacher. That one still stings a little bit. In fifth grade, I had a chance to go to Game 1 of the 1988 World Series. I instead chose to go to Game 2 because, as I put it, nothing ever happens in Game 1. Now, I know you young guys have no clue what I'm talking about here, but go look it up. 1988, Game 1, Kirk Gibson. Major mistake. In seventh grade, I told a teacher she was stupid. The teacher was a nun. I went to a Catholic school, pretty much excommunicated before puberty. In college, things didn't get better. I got kicked out of campus housing, spent a night in jail, and yet this is probably the worst thing. I voted for Steve Forbes twice. That's a joke for the grandparents. 10 years ago, I applied to teach at Douglas County High School, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And each time they said, no. Now I work here. Who's laughing now? Maybe them, I don't know. Somehow I made it here, guys, and I'm giving you this speech. Yes, I do believe in miracles. Okay, now here's where I do the turn. And why did I tell you all of those very, very embarrassing things about myself? It's because I made a ton of mistakes in my life. And yet, here I am. Center stage, Red Rocks, talking to you. Every wrong turn gave me a better view of what really matters in life. So if you let me, I'd like to leave you with just 3 lessons that I've learned the hard way. Lesson 1, life is long, so drink water. You're going to make big mistakes, weird mistakes, public mistakes. But if I could survive all of the stuff I just listed, trust me, you will be fine. You can come back from anything, so please be resilient. Mistakes won't kill you, but dehydration will. If you want to look this good at 48, it's not luck. It's water, baby, lots of it. Mistakes are just pit stops, but dehydration, it's the express lane to wrinkles and regret. Now, to those of you who crushed high school, didn't make any mistakes, congratulations. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Get better. Okay, your resume now gets you in the door. The world's gonna judge you from here on out on what you do from here on out. So bet on yourself and stay hydrated, even if your odds are Russell Wilson in the 4th quarter bad. I'm just piling on him today. All right, lesson 2, serve others. And you can start by saying hello. I'm a sucker. Okay, I feel like life is all about serving other people. I do things for the good of other people. Chances are there's a lot of you in this crowd that I've done something for that I have nothing to gain from. It didn't benefit me at all. I'm telling you right now, you should try it. It changed my life. If you're not ready to take that big plunge, but want to make someone's day, try this. Just say hi to them, but do it every day. Say hi to your friends, say hi to your coworkers, your Uber driver, your neighbor's cat, everybody. When I get to work, I put on the smiliest fake smile I can, and I greet every single one of you. And then I ask you about your life. Hey, Jack, how's your horse's ACL going? Hey, Bailey, are you passing that ACC lumberjack class? Oh, and Tobler, did your grandmother finally beat that level in Candy Crush? I ask questions and then I listen. It's not about small talk, it's about connection. So if you want to get the most out of life, serve other people. And if you can't do that, just start by saying hello to them. Lesson 3, find a good partner. I could not have done any of this without my beautiful wife, Leslie. Yeah, give it up. I mean, seriously, she gave me permission to be here today. She's the real one. She's the one who has the real job. She pays all the bills, and most importantly, she's the one who reminds me I have value. She's always saying stuff like, "You were meant for this. Honey, it's supposed to be hard. The hard is what makes it great." And occasionally, "Are you seriously farting in here?" Love is patient. Love is kind. Love holds you accountable when you have too many nachos. Or as Ecclesiastes says, and yes, I did just transition from a fart joke to the Bible. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. Or if the Bible isn't your thing, I believe Paul McCartney once said, 2 is better than 1 when 2 can become 1. And yes, youngsters, that's also a Taylor Swift lyric. Just let it happen. All right, my time's about to be up here. And before I go, damn you, Zach Bitton. To my advisement class, you threw me a birthday party. Football coach, right? When I least expected it, you made me feel valued, made me feel seen, and no lie, I would not be here right now in front of you without that moment. I love you, and I will miss you guys deeply. Okay. All right, and finally to the class of 2025, go into the world, be kind, be bold, and above all, be nothing less than great. We will be watching and we will be cheering for you. Now make us proud. Thank you. And this is my works cited.
Now, please welcome to the Red Rocks stage, Foster Walter, to perform I'll Always Remember You.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. Never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you the world just opens up, but it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Every day that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we shared, every place, everywhere, you touched my life. Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry, 'cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. Times that we had, I'll keep it like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. I'll always remember you.
Thank you, Foster. That was beautiful. Okay, seniors, we're going to play a game of stand up if. So if I say a description that pertains to you, stand up to be recognized, okay? Here we go. Stand up if you earned the seal of biliteracy. There should be 87 of you. Each year, the state of Colorado and Douglas County School District awards the seal of biliteracy to those seniors who have demonstrated through multiple criteria competency in 2 or more languages. Be seated. Stand up if you participated in one or more of our clubs or activities. Now stay standing if you competed with your activity in a CHASA-sanctioned competitive event. Be seated. Stand up if you earned an AP Scholar recognition. These students received scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. Now stand up if you received the AP Scholar with honor recognition. These students received an average score of 3.25 on all exams taken and have scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more exams. That's a lot of numbers to say all at once. Now stand if you received the AP Scholar with distinction recognition. These students received an average of 3.5 or higher on all exams and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more AP exams. Woo. Stand if you completed 100 hours or more of community service and are wearing a Making a Difference stole. Taylor Dill, stay standing. Taylor completed 518 hours over the course of her high school career. Stand up if you played a sport for Castleview High School. Stay standing if you made it to the playoffs. Stay standing if you were if you competed at a state tournament or a state game. Stay standing if you were a state champion. Woo! And that makes 8. Am I right, cheer? Yeah. A special shout out to our seniors who are, as I speak, competing in the girls' soccer 5A state championship tonight. Stand up if you were ever tardy to a late start day despite the fact that it starts later. All of you should stand. There are some of you sitting and I think you're lying. This one you should get you. Stand up if you ever ditched advisement. Yep. Okay, be seated. Stand up if you ever played an instrument in our band or orchestra or sang in one of our choirs. And be seated. Stand up if you were a member of the cast, crew, or pit of one of our main stage productions. Now stand up if you served as a leader in our school in link crew or student government. Stand up if you were a member of our award-winning CV media program as a journalist, photographer, editor, etc. Woo! Stand up if you had your artwork displayed at an art show outside of Castleview High School. Stand up if you're wearing honor cords for National Honor Society for Art, Theater, Music, Quill and Scroll, Speech and Debate, World Languages, and Student Government. Stand up if you earned academic honors maintaining a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. Now stand if you earned honors for a grade point average 3.75 to 3.99. Stand if you earned the highest academic honors with a grade point average of 4.0 or higher. Look at all these Sabercats. I love it. Stand if you earned a scholarship toward the next step of your education. These seniors earned a combined total of $11,270,234 in scholarships this year. Now ready, 25? Stand if you're graduating today. All right, class, stay standing. Superintendent Kane, will you please join me at the podium? Mrs. Kane, on behalf of the staff of Castleview High School and the students who stand here before you, I certify to you that these students have met all requirements for graduation set forth by the Douglas County School District Board of Education. I hereby present to you, for acceptance and conferral of their diplomas, the mighty class of 2025 from Castleview High School.
Dr. Templeton, it is my honor and privilege to accept the 2025 graduating class of Castleview High School on behalf of the Board of Education and the Douglas County School District. Congratulations.
You may be seated. I would like to introduce the speaker for our Biotechnology and Health Sciences Academy, Mr. David Craig.
Good evening, families, faculty, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2025. If there's one thing I've come to highlight in regards to our high school journey, it's that these years weren't just about the fun or the stress, but for us, these years mark the beginning of the chase. As I look out at you, my classmates, I see performers and stage crew members who have spent the last 4 years chasing perfection in every production. I see athletes who have been in constant pursuit of the next win or title. I see scholars who have relentlessly hunted down one AP exam after another, investigators of science, technology, math, and engineering who have sought various ways to shape our future. And I even see classmates who aren't any of these, but have nonetheless chased their personal goals with quiet strength and persistence. This pursuit, this constant reaching, it's not unique to high school. And from this point forward, the chase will simply evolve. But tonight, for a brief moment, I want us to not just think about what we'll chase next, but to reflect on who we will become next. Because we live in a world that will try to define us by numbers: GPA, salary, followers. It will tempt you to believe that your value lies in your success rather than your character. That is wrong. You are not your diploma, degree, college acceptance, or job offer. You're not even that musical that you were a part of last spring or that varsity spot you secured sophomore year. You're a human being. A human being that I urge to step into the next chapter, not just ready to chase a career, but ready to be a light in someone else's life. Aspire, not only to earn an income, but to speak words so encouraging that they heal others' insecurities. Strive, not just for outstanding grades, but to have a heart so full of compassion, it molds broken people to be whole again. Be the soul who speaks up for the voiceless, who stands tall for others when they cannot stand tall for themselves. Don't merely place your worth in numbers or titles. Be a good person, not just a good statistic. Because the same world that applauds your accomplishments today may forget about them tomorrow. But the lives you touch, the hearts you heal, and the kindness that you offer, those are the things that will live far beyond any achievement and live to be unforgettable. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Shout out to my advisement. Would the seniors of the BHS Academy please stand and come forward to be recognized?
Leila Juarez.
Anthony Edward Brogan.
Grant Franz Lenshow Noble.
Cameron Shane Collins.
Micah Maurice Weishart.
David Isaiah Craig. Taylor Mackenzie Dill.
Kyla Grace Anderson.
Kyla Sierra Fernandez.
Sadie Leigh Academia Anderson.
Brianna Paige Glover.
Sophia Claire Baker.
Elise Ann Kirkpatrick.
Sienna Helena Bowen.
Chloe Elizabeth Mann.
Ivy Marie Briggs.
Cooper Joseph Nason.
Jose Leonardo Caru.
Maya Nazardine Buckley.
Carver Carl DeVries.
Zoe Kathleen Elizabeth Salazar.
John Christopher Drury.
Aiden Matthew Snyder.
Emma Jane Eftekar.
Eleni Paola Villarreal Medina.
Gabriel Charles Essman.
Annika Gail Visser.
Griffin Corbin Fowler.
Sophia Catherine Williams.
Avery Elizabeth Gonzalez.
Ashley Zarza Serrano.
Adeline Elizabeth Hall.
Caitlin Reese Albert.
Ariel True Heinrich.
Jacob Catcher Allen.
Dakota Rose Johnson.
Connor Michael Carey.
Ari Amaru Johnston.
Omar Reginald Casey.
Lincoln Kurt Kimball.
Ali K. Chambliss.
Tyler Michael Lambert.
Jeremiah Kraft.
McCade Daniel Mendiola.
Riley May Dahl.
Jacob Antonio Moreno.
Reina Ronalika Davidson.
Layla Susie Neville Briggs.
Daryl Gerard Ishman II.
Madison Isabel Rochford.
Angelica Sophia Johns.
Erica Ray Thurber.
Katie Elsie Lancaster.
Carissa April Tibaldo.
Tanner Michael Lewis.
Elizabeth Ann Watson.
Braden Hunter McFarland. Delaney Grace Madnikoff.
Brant Scott Anderson.
Aiden Michael Oman.
Giovanna Costa.
Maylee Shea Reeves.
Abigail Marie Enderton.
Faith Emily Schlink.
Avery James Farrell.
Garrett Norman Shefsick.
Gracelyn May Grant.
Isabella Singer Aguilar.
Madison Reese Johnston.
Rebecca Vargas Cisneros.
Catherine Elizabeth Kellum.
Caitlin Rose Villanueva.
Catherine Ann King.
Owen Michael Wigfield.
Kate Elizabeth McCarriger.
Aiton Xavier Wood.
Shelby Nicole McCord.
Caroline Ann Ashworth.
Kyler Raymond Milne.
Sarah Annalyn Breed.
Maverick Lee Oldham.
Kian Andrew Burke.
Avery Allen Reed.
Roxy Bell Caps.
Sienna Naomi Simmons.
Juan Manuel Chavez Castro.
Addison Nicole Torkelson.
Dylan Joyce Christensen.
Ashlyn Laney Truelove.
Alexi Nevea Christine.
Zane Michael Weiss.
Lorenzo Alberto Durón.
Emma Mary Wallace.
Casey Margot Garner.
Megan Nadine Winston.
Quinn Alexis Gideon.
Isabella Ann Wisman.
Brooke Taylor Hamlin.
Max Otto Witt III.
Noelle Catherine Harry. Bridget Riley Herzog. Berlin Autumn Huber. Tessa Grace Ivy. Addison Noel Kraus. Ricardo Lopez Mercado. Rowan Glenn McBride. Chloe May McTamney.
Zachary Foster Bitten.
Madison Gail Medjo.
Tage Allen Kazir.
Finley Blaine Milligan.
Addison Olivia Chandler.
Natalie Ritter Reed.
Hannah Marie Cicero.
Kennedy Aaron Rolfson.
Thomas Jeffrey Feldhake.
Esmerai Adaya Solis.
Max Cooper Gale.
William Shea St. Clair.
Damian Isaiah Gonzalez.
Amanda Christine Struble.
Derek Robert Gordon.
Haley Ann Swike.
Allison Joy Hatch.
Foster Isabel Walter.
Caden Dean Horning.
Chase Colin Wilkinson.
Brian Jonathan Kinney. Hannah Patricia Larkin. Kian Chance Lundvall. Oliver Hayes McIntosh. Morgan Jane Madsen. Mason Matthew Mamula. Mason Allen Marks. Fiorella Alessia Maroni. Jacob David McConnell. Melody Ann Milliron. Faith Pauline Ndaba. Jack Morgan Rosado. Maria Paula Santa Cruz. Holly Grace Simons. Camden Alfred Tobler. Ryder Merle Joseph Williams. Grace Kathleen Wood.
Now I would like to welcome our next performer to the stage, Araya Richardson, to sing Both Sides Now.
Rose and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but the clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusion. and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions. I recall, I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes in circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's life's illusions. I recall, I really don't know life. I've looked at life from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's life's illusions. I recall, I really don't know life at
Araya, good gracious, that was beautiful. Our next student speaker represents our Leadership, Global Studies, and Communications Academy. Please welcome Miss Sierra Baker.
Good evening, everyone. I am honored to speak at our graduation tonight. Graduation is an exciting time. It's both an ending and a beginning. It's enduring dreams for the past and big dreams for the future. We're leaving one chapter of our lives and entering into another as we become proud of the people that we are becoming. If there's one message I can leave with you today, it's one of remembering who we are and how Castleview has shaped us. So, to our teachers, thank you for giving us your time, talents, and your hearts. You believed in us even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. Mr. Tisser, you made the whole school come together. Miss Stoke, you made class more than just about math. Senora Ellis, you made Spanish come alive. And Miss Jones, you have forever impacted my life and the lives of your students. Miss Molson, we will miss watching you always be lucky enough to get pied in the face. And we will forever remember our principal, Dr. Templeton. I can't imagine a more caring leader who worked tirelessly for the best interests of our school. To our coaches and mentors, thank you for showing us that school is about more than just academics. You taught us to push through, to lead, and to be part of something bigger. And because of high school, I know none of us will ever wear the color purple again. This is our rock. And above all else, to our parents, thank you for giving us everything. You supported us in more ways than it is possible to count. You dragged us out of bed each morning. You helped us with our homework, paid our class fees, and listened to our complaints. You came to our plays, attended our sporting events, and chaperoned our activities. These are just a few of the thousands of ways you supported and loved us on our journey, and we can never adequately express our heartfelt gratitude to you. I want to leave you with a final thought that has stuck with me throughout high school. From Jeffrey R. Holland, keep your eyes on your dreams, however distant and far away. Live to see the miracles of forgiveness, of trust, and divine love that will transform your life today, tomorrow, and forever. I want you to believe in a future which anything is possible if you are willing to work for it and sacrifice for it. So stay the course and never ever give up, end quote. My hope for each of us is to do your best, have courage, and be yourself, no matter where life takes you. Our time at Castleview has come to an end, and as you look in the mirror tonight and every day after, I want you to always remember Castleview and use the experiences you have had to propel you to a bright future. I will miss seeing you in the hallways, classrooms, and on the track every day and hope that our paths will cross. And remember, being a SaberCat does not always mean wearing red or black. It is about showing up, showing out, and showing down. Congratulations, class of 2025. Once a SaberCat, always a SaberCat. Would the students of LGC please rise?
Kyle William Aarons.
Emma Rebecca Austin.
Sierra Dawn Baker.
Lorelei Rose Bradley.
Lucas David Baylor.
Kenzie Michelle Brott.
Jackson London Brenner.
David Yurovich Denishenko.
Ellen Nancy Clark.
Brielle Duran Martinez.
Levi Reddick Cottrell.
Bly Quay Duza.
Emma Grace Hall.
Jonah Joseph Ike.
Micah John Lindahl.
Eva Margaret Grace Fleck.
John Bernard Maloof.
Emily Grace Forms.
Tyler Lee McGill.
Bailey Renee Graham.
Liliana Scarlett Mendoza.
Addison Ann Hartman.
Kayla Madison Miller.
Addison Grace Humphrey.
Mason Xavier Orton.
Brooke Nicole Humphrey.
Annabelle Peterson.
Emma Isabella King.
Liam Voss Sprague.
Brianna Marie Lilly.
Carter J. Staggs.
Aiden Timothy O'Reilly.
Kenzie Michelle Tosh.
Aaron Alexander Perry.
Kelsey Romaine Turpin.
Kyra Ona Petnampe.
James Edward Vandeveer.
Ryan Lynn Reardon.
Wyatt Allen Blickenstaff.
Thomas John Rice V.
Gabriel Aiden Bowers.
Chloe Nicole Rudiak.
Cole Terry Campbell.
Owen James Shanahan.
Kentley Nicole Shavira.
Madeline Louise Tiemann.
Mackenzie Margaret Daniel.
Addison Francis Wolford.
Miles Gibson de Guzman. Chloe Marie Dyer.
Jackson Pius Anderson.
Elizabeth Joyce Homer.
Bailey Lindsay Blake.
Peter Louis Jean Baptiste.
Nathan Arthur Vaughn Box.
Jack Preston Johnson.
Connor James Brammer.
Harrison Blake Keegan.
Max Anthony DeFelice.
Miles Gregory Liesemeyer.
Aaron Renee Emmel.
Logan Ray Lucier.
Zachary Harrison Grooms.
Jamin Robert Medjo.
Bentley Reese Hill.
Kelsey Janine Milner.
Andrew Albert Johnston Safier.
Tanner James Ronald Nordstrom.
Stephen Joseph Cannonberg.
Regina Ortega Franco.
Addison Diane Lyons.
Avery Marie Phillips.
Bryn Elise Merrick.
Isabella Dora Simsick.
Elizabeth Lorene Miraz.
Autumn Grace Strid.
Olivia Grace Casada.
Colton Gregory Swan.
Sandra Denise Santos Miranda.
Owen Anderson Temmie.
Drew Easton Showerhammer.
Kembry Jean Thomas.
Callie Grace Summers.
Sloan Brooke Wilson.
Haley Christine Steed.
Marley Jean Wren.
Luis Alejandro Tellez Aguilera.
Isaac Benjamin Yor.
Abby Lynn Janelle Troxel. Nevaeh Elizabeth June Weaver.
Brooke Elizabeth Bilger.
Cole Christopher Winkler.
Jackson James Blanchard.
Adric John Zolan.
Sophie Ryan Cash. Cameron Andrew Cadell. Sophie Rose Klinger. Elijah Luke Dagan. Linnea Eleanor DeBose. Adrian Thomas Ba Fomukong. Ellie Louise Freiberger. Deidre Stephanie Hooper. Caitlin Faith Hunter. Joseph Cable Jadon IV. Ava Lily King. Riley Mathis Lee. Lily Irene Medina. Reese Lake Meyer. Matthew Reed Monheiser. Addison Grace Ness. Alexandria Sierra Picker. Lucia Rozanki Pierce. Yolis Falk Willem Plata. Maddox Elnathan Plug. Larissa Hosha Antunes Pulls. Audrey Camden Ryer. Grace Jean Ritchie. Jace Ryan Van Long. Grayson Ann Walter. Mason Jeffrey Whitaker. Ethan Yeager White. Logan Edward Williams.
Now I would like to invite our next performer to the stage, Emma King, to sing Starting Over.
It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, just take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over. This might not be an easy time. There are rivers to cross and hills to climb. Some days we might fall apart, and some nights might feel cold and dark. But nobody wins is afraid of losing, and the hard roads are the ones we're choosing. Someday we'll look back and smile and know it was worth every mile. It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in my life, just take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over. It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, just take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over, starting over.
Thank you, Emma. That was beautiful. Speaking as a representative of our Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Academy, please welcome Raneem Sayam to the stage.
Good evening, faculty, staff, proud families, and fellow graduates. My name is Raneem Siam, and it is a privilege to stand before you today to celebrate this milestone together. Like math, life has a quiet rhythm, plus and minus, positive and negative, push and pull, rise and fall. These don't cancel each other out. They coexist. You can hold pride in one hand and exhaustion in the other. You can appreciate how far you've come and still remember how hard it was. That's not contradiction. That's rhythm. That's life. And the common denominator? It's difficulty. Not the kind that's romanticized in speeches or wrapped neatly in cliches, the kind that wears you down in silence, the kind that no one claps for. That difficulty for me was being a girl in STEM, a first-generation student, and a new face in a school. However, difficulty was a part of all of our stories.
battling stress over AP classes and chasing letter grades, competing with grit to represent our school at a game, pouring effort into an upcoming performance or art show, or clocking in long shifts after school. We learned that strength isn't loud. It's not always medals or awards. Sometimes it's just showing up again and again, pushing through when it would have been easier to quit. If life were a graph, our lowest points would not be mistakes to erase. Just like in math, a function isn't defined only by its peaks. It's shaped by every dip, every slope, and every turning point. Sabercats, there is a future version of you who's grateful for every plot point on the graph of your life. Because of that, we stand here not just as graduates, but as proof that the struggle was never wasted. The slopes were worth it, and tonight, you all stand at the peak. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you. Now, would the seniors of the STEM Academy please stand and come forward to be recognized?
Ariana Baird. Lewis Preston Berg.
Go ahead. Caden J. Alberghetti.
Raina Brianne Bryant.
Jacob Glenn Allen.
Braden Ryan Sheldon.
Charles Anthony Dawson.
Richard Winston Collett.
Emerson Malik Dawson.
Sumner Redford Cottrell.
Zoe Madeline Fisher.
Elizabeth Marie Cowan.
Lucas Augustine Francavilla.
Jenner Aaron Davis.
Logan Randall Frederick.
Keegan Ryan Dionito.
Evan Michael Gaston.
Jack Walker Donovan.
Ethan James Griffith.
Brady Scott Fritchie.
Trevor Arthur Easton Hart.
Aiden Michael Griffin.
Jeremiah Dale Helfrich.
Leighton Andrew Janke.
Logan Dean Hill.
Colin Anthony Kowalski.
Braden Harrison Leslie.
Jackson Ridge Mayberry.
David Michael Plan.
Evan Stokes McCain.
Alistair Flynn Edward Poshard.
Jack Marshall Mills.
Blake Garrett Royer.
Christian James Murphy.
Owen Paul Rummans.
Abigail Jean Nelson.
Raneem Samir Siam.
Jonathan Richard Orr.
Cutter Hayden Steele.
Oscar Conrad Price.
Mason Earl Tusher.
Carson Jacob Rentner.
Zach Michael Verbruge.
Christian Daniel Reyna.
Evan Kravick Wallace.
Micah Paul Reynolds.
Mariah Joy Walton.
John Christopher Rydell.
Brody Glenn Whitaker.
Caden Morris Simley.
David James Wilburn.
Kai Koa Scare.
Tristan James Yeager.
Elijah O'Neill Sterling.
Carson Jeffrey Yost.
Dylan Jason Thomas.
Susan Ann Baird.
Lincoln Daniel Tyson.
Daniel Jensen Bardell. Trevor James Barnes.
Carlos Andres Baestros Pineros.
Braden Matthew Bigford.
Daniel Lee Bachman.
Marcus John Aaron Brown.
Logan Cale Brown.
Brody Andrew Kreutzer.
Cassidy Riley Chelderlin.
Zachary Charles Delaney.
Alexandra Minnie Chung.
Nathan Charles Everhart.
Nathan Lee Church.
Nolan J. Farrar.
Allison Page Crouch.
Blake Tyler Graham.
Ethan Gabriel Dome.
Grayson Lewis Gutterin.
Mateo Nicolas Dufresne Duarte.
Dylan James Heatwell.
Bodie Lee Gave.
Cooper Lawrence Hewitt.
Parker James Graham.
Jared Michael Jones.
Tyson John Graham.
Grady Austin Londigan.
Gavin Guth.
Cody Mazzoni.
Carter Matthew Hanson.
Mikita Vitalovich Mialo.
Lucia Carmen Hernandez.
Eli Nye Sino.
Silas Quinn Kirkpatrick.
Finley Reed Norwood Lamb.
Samuel David
Laughlin.
Logan James Olivas.
Owen Mark Lowe's.
Alexander Anthony Palomara.
Brody Lee Martinez.
Maddox Dean Rohde.
Shalia Elizabeth Raylene Meyer.
Stella Suzanne Romeo.
Jackson Arlen Rangard.
Matthew David Swearingen.
Lance James Pope Kwae Kele Kopave Santos.
Braden Ryan Taylor.
Ethan Mercer Scott.
Colin Joseph Varga.
Ian Joseph Cisco.
Aiden Wade Witt.
Brendan Joseph Toomey.
Zachary Noah Bingham.
Ian David Wilkins.
Braden Jerry Cortez. Lily Genevieve Davidson. Roman Alessio Ferrante. Xavier Stephen Lua Graves. Alexander Michael Harris. Griffin Cole Harrison. Emily Diane Hebner. Lucas Hockenberry. Sam Harry. Jake Edward Jakelis. Aiden Ryan Kaler. Olivia Sky Kravitz. William Alfred Marsh III. Jess Meyer. Braden Scott Monson. Ethan James Neal. Aaliyah Marie Nomis. Cameron DeAndre Ochoa. Giovanni Nicolino Piscatella. Trenton Randall Reimer. Horace Usfer Sajid. Logan John Scholes. Allison Marie Sheets. Fyodor Andreevich Stepanuga. William John Stewart. Jade Thomas Swerin. Christian David Scott Tilley. Zachary Brent Young.
Okay. Our final student speaker this evening represents our Visual and Performing Arts Academy, Miss Madison Young.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. It is an honor to be representing the Visual and Performing Arts Academy tonight. The past 4 years that I've spent in our theater department have given me many unforgettable moments, but my favorite has always been right after the final bow, when the lights are still warm, the stage still buzzes with energy, and the applause lingers. It's fleeting, but vital. Before the set gets struck and the costumes are packed away, we stand there just for a second and appreciate what we've created. Today is that moment for all of us. I think now, more than ever, it can be so easy to get caught up in chasing the next achievement that we forget to celebrate how far we've come. Throughout high school, we've worked, struggled, created, and grown, not only as students, but as people. In classrooms, on fields, in studios, or on stages, we've learned to push through challenges, embrace failure as part of success, and recognize that every moment has shaped who we are today. As this chapter of our lives comes to a close, it's easy to rush ahead to the next goal, challenge, or big step, but before we do, let's take a breath. Not tomorrow, not in 5 years, or when we think we've made it, right now, this moment. So before we step into the next act, let's truly take it in. The people beside us, the lessons we've learned, and the versions of ourselves that have evolved from that first day of freshman year to now. Soon, the lights will fade and we'll move on to new opportunities, new challenges, and new beginnings. But for now, let's take this bow, and let's appreciate this moment because we've earned it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Our next act is calling. Would the seniors of the VPA Academy please stand and come forward to be recognized?
Grace Ann Adrian. Cameron Charles Baca.
Rianne Anise Casillas Reed.
Max Ferris Balcom.
Xavier Ross Casillas Reed.
Montserrat Flores Vilchis.
Jack William Cooney.
Austin Eugene Gorman.
Sienna Durisher.
Ayla Jade Herrera.
Cyrus Michael Leroy Grundeman.
Lauren Rayanne Howell.
Brooke Marie Imsdahl.
Kaylee Renee McGowan.
Brady Vincent Ingram.
Nia Salik Malouf.
Angelica Danielle Lanham.
Grace Shigumanhani Monklani.
Kaylee Marie Lakander.
Aiden Kevin Mooney.
Lucas Stephen March.
Jessa Olivia Reese.
Lillian Charlotte Marr.
Adrian May Small.
Jewel Amethyst Marcella McBee.
Gianna Ray Smith.
Ethan James O'Reilly.
Destiny Marie Urquiza.
Maria Sofia Rodriguez Mantilla.
Jersey Monroe Kornichuk.
Alyssa Marie Schroeder.
Lucas Alexander Davenport.
Christopher Nathan Stacy.
Daniel Abraham Espinoza.
Heidi Noel Stewart.
Trinity Grace Fortelka.
Joseph Zhang.
Zachary Adamson Haygood. Emma Evelyn Heppenstall. James Wesley Holland. Ellie Nicole Lang. Catherine Scribner Lineweber. Tegan James Levering. Samantha Marie Lundgren. Brooklyn Faith Meyer. Caitlin Edla Michaelis. Sophia Ann Miller. Rye Marie Modlinski. Mackenzie Denise Rathbun. Laken Araya Richardson. Luke James Rust. Torrance Adelia Speed. Elizabeth Catherine Wilhelm. Madison Luis Young. Daniel Zorenko.
For those of us who might be wondering, the current score of the Castleview High School girls soccer team against Fossil Ridge is tied at 0. We've just started the second half. Send them all the love. You're welcome. Send them all the love. And now, here is Red Hot Choir to sing Found Tonight.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight. The story of tonight.
I have to give the seniors of Red Hot a chance to get back to their seats. So we're going to stand here for just a moment while they run really fast. See, here they come. Give them one more round of applause. That was incredible. Sabercats, class of 2025, please stand. Moving your tassel from the right to the left is a tradition that signifies your status as a graduate of Castleview High School. Before those gathered to watch you today, please take your tassel and move it over your heart. Family, friends, faculty, the mighty class of 2025.